is heaven the same as olam haba? And what about Gan Eden? No. Gan Eden, heaven is the same thing. Heaven is just simply the English translation of heaven is the English translation of Gan Eden. But olam haba is something else. Everyone that has passed on, that's righteous, goes to one of the two Gan Edens. There's one in this world, and there's one in the upper worlds. And the one in the upper world is much higher. So a person, could be righteous, but not righteous enough to go to the upper heaven. But each year, their account is reviewed again of what they left in the world. That's why the Gemara in Masechet Rosh Hashanah says that on Rosh Hashanah, Kadosh Baruch Hu reviews the book of the living and the dead. He's looking at all of the righteous people that have passed away, and as well as all the wicked people that have passed away, and see what kind of things they left in the world that people did. If the person is a wicked person, and he left, let's say, a book that says God needs you, or all types of heresy, every year people read it, and people make sins because of it, and people have the wrong ideology and the wrong truth, and live a life of falsehood. Every year he will get more punishments and go into a deeper section of Gehenna. Meaning that the more work he lives in the world, the more he's going to get punished. That's why the Gehenna for people like that doesn't end. Because the punishment is simply continues over and over every year. On the other hand, a righteous person may not necessarily be the most righteous enough to go to the higher heavens, but he's still righteous enough to go to the lower heavens. But if he left, let's say, a book that was unknown by most people for many years, and then it was finally discovered. So once it was discovered, now, each year, his neshama continues to get elevated. It continues to elevate, and he can eventually be one that goes up to the upper heavens. Now, olam haba, on the other hand, is something that's going to happen after the end of the world. That nobody's over there now. That's in the that's after. Again, I'm simplifying everything. You could literally do an entire series about any one particular of these questions. Rav Meir Eliyahu has a whole series of books about this. He has an entire volume about Gehenom. It's maybe, 600-700 pages. Entire volume about Gan Eden. Entire volume about what happens in the grave. Entire volume literally about every one of these things that he brought from many, many other sources. So there's an endless amount of information about heaven and Gehenom and all that stuff that happens after life. So I'm simplifying it, but the point is that it's there's the heaven that people are here. There's two of them, and then there's olam haba that's after everything. All right. Let me see. Okay, screen changed.